Hello everybody, I hope you all have had a wonderful weekend. For those in Australia, I hope you all enjoyed a lovely Father's Day, and for those in, I think it's America, I hope you had a great Labor Day weekend, I believe it was. And today I'm sharing with you some happy mail that I've just received, and this happy mail is from Irene, and Irene has an online store and a YouTube channel by the name of Seriously Scrapping, and it's an Australian based store, and she did tell me she was sending me something, so this is a lovely, well, not quite a surprise, but a lovely thing for a Monday morning. And let's have a look. And I quite often buy things from Irene's store. It's very convenient being in Australia. The postage doesn't take long at all. Oh my goodness, look at that. It's like a mega flower, isn't it? That's beautiful, Irene. Did you make that? Is it? It's got all sorts in it. Look at that. It's got little bits of diamante chain and this lovely flower center, some pearl spray going through it, and it's actually on some of this rosette trim. What a good idea that is. And this is all seam binding. Yeah, I haven't seen one done like that before. It's got lace going through it as well. That is so unusual. That would make a great flower for on top of a lid or something like that, wouldn't it? And it looks like she's popped a little card in as well. Isn't that a pretty card? How unusual is that? What is that? It's different, isn't it? Look at this. And this lovely trim across the top. Oh, thank you. It's always lovely to receive something specially made for you, isn't it? Thank you for that, Irene. That's really lovely of you. And look at the lovely goodies from her store she's put in. She's put a paper doily that always come in handy, especially now that I'm doing junk journals and things like that. And look at this trim. Oh, wow. Oh, that is beautiful. Look at that. It's very thick too. It's not flimsy at all. It's just lovely. And look at all the pieces that can be cut up out of that. And the leaves. Oh, that's lovely, Irene. Thank you. Her store's not very big, but she does get some lovely little things in there. And like I say, I often buy things from her. Look at the embroidery anglaise. Isn't that lovely? And ladies, this is really nice if you're making fabric books or fabric hangings, because it's such a nice wide eyelet lace. You put it that way and it covers the page completely, and then you put another piece there and there's your fabric page. It's such a good idea. And actually, talking about fabric pages, I think Irene actually has a challenge on at the moment to make a fabric page. I'll put a link in the description box below, and if I'm correct, she also has a very good sale on at the moment. I saw it come up in my feed. I think it's something like 30% off or something. I like that tissue paper, and it's probably just there to separate things, but it's almost like a waxy tissue paper with gelique tissue paper. That will come in very handy also. We never waste anything, do we? Oh wow, look at all this. Isn't this lovely? And this is just what I need, because I don't have any at all, I don't think. No flat back. A large one. I have a large one. And this looks like a very tiny one, perhaps 4mm or something like that, in an ivory. That's lovely. Thank you, Irene. And some beautiful spray, which I love. And it comes in a long strand. Isn't it sweet? This is lovely, especially coming up to the Christmas season. And that's what she's used in her flower here as well. No, I've never ever thought to use it in a flower. And look at these pretty flowers. I haven't had these ones before. I have bought flowers, but they've always been the chiffon kind, and I use them a lot. Oops. But these ones are very similar, but made out of the lace. Oh, they're lovely. Thank you, Irene. I especially like these colours here, aren't they nice? Because they can be used with so many things. But that's very springtime, because we are in spring in Australia now. I know a lot of you are celebrating your autumn or fall season, but we're actually in spring, so we get to enjoy that now. And some violins. And these come in so handy for clusters and things like that, and also wonderful for the Christmas season coming up, to put with little rolled music note paper and things like that. Very, very good. Oh, look, aren't they sweet? Look at the little doodads. Oh, the pink ones are pretty. Oh, they're very pretty. It's like a peachy pink colour. The love hearts. I've only had those in white, I think, so that's lovely. Little, like a porcelain doodad flower. Just lovely. I'll have to think of something really nice to make with this. I've got a little basket, and it's got all the things in it that I normally get from Irene's store. It makes it easy to know where things have come from if I, separate them and things. I love these little embroideries. Aren't they sweet? These ones here. They're lovely, and that beautiful pearl centre with the rhinestones. Oops, I've got a sore thumb. With the rhinestones around it. That's lovely. It's really lovely. It's so quiet here today. It's just beautiful. Oh, isn't that sweet? That's nice, isn't it? A nice spring type of colour. Apricot. Isn't this beautiful? I love that. And that's going to come in so handy because I seem to have been working a lot with pinks lately. And I'm running out of pinks. That's really pretty. It's ever so, might be better if I put it over there. There we go. That gives you a better idea, doesn't it? There's that one. And then this very sheer blue, which is lovely, isn't it? I like that. Do you like blue? Oh, they're beautiful. Thank you, Irene. That's very kind of you. You've seen a lovely selection. And then, oh, there's another cameo. Oh, there's some more hiding. Oh, they're all scattered through. We'll get to them, I guess. It's lovely. More of these beautiful little embroideries. They're lovely. Put those there, and a gathered lace. Oh, that's wonderful. I like to have some gathered lace, and it's the one thing I always tend to forget to buy. But gee, they come in handy. And that's the same one she's got on the top of her card here. That's really lovely, thank you. And look at these beautiful trims. Whoops, we have a little embroidery tangled in there. And we have another one of the, oh, it's so pale. It's the same as that, or yes it is. It's like a real peachy pink colour. Wow, that's pretty. That's a cameo, but that's in like a rose gold with rhinestones around it. Isn't it a pretty colour? And I have bought a few other centres from Irene with the rose gold colour also, and they're ever so pretty. That's the colour of the gold. It's really, really pretty, isn't it? I do like the rose colour gold, and you don't often see that metal colour. Oh wow, look at this. Isn't that sweet? Oh, that is sweet. It's ever so tiny. Look at that. And I think some of the trims that Irene sells in her store, if they're a vintage one, like this could be, it would only be until it's sold out. I think that's the way some of the trims are, and others, you know, she would obviously order back in. And look at this. Oh, that's nice, isn't it? It's a like a tassel trim, that one. Oops, I just dropped a little doodad flower. I'll pick that up when I'm finished. And another lovely cameo, and another one of those centerpieces. Oh my goodness, look at this. Oh, isn't that different? That's a metal flower. I see that. I don't know what kind of flower it is. It's almost got like a tulip look to it, but I don't think it's a tulip. It's really unusual, isn't it? It's very pretty. That's in pink and silver with a pearl center. That's lovely. And we have, some tags, which are always very, very useful, aren't they? They're very useful. Thank you so much. And they've got the lovely scallop top on them. Some more embroidery on glaze or eyelet lace. And that's in a creamy colour also. It's really pretty, isn't it? A little bit different design to what I've had before. And then we have this trim here. That one there. It's nice and soft. Very soft. And if you do visit her store, be aware that the prices are actually in US dollars. I mean, a lot of you obviously are from the US, so that wouldn't be a problem anyway. But if you're in Australia, be aware the prices are listed in US dollars. Because we're not used to it, I think, so yeah, just keep your eye on that. So that's a really soft one, that one. I like that. That would make some really nice flowers with that deep scallop there. Oh, that's beautiful, Irene. And then last but certainly not least is this wide embroidery on glaze, and it's the same width as that one. Oh, it's the same. I thought it was different. Oh, it's the same. So there's 2 lots of that, which is excellent because, like I said, wonderful for lining your lace book pages with. Once you've made the base of them, it's nice to have something to put over, especially if it's got a nice scalloped edge down the side, you know, because it just finishes it nicely. So that's wonderful. And she sent it all in this box, and I'm just thinking, because I like to keep things together so I know who they're from, and I've been asked quite a few times how do I remember where I've received things from, and that's because, you know, I've got lots of little bags and they might have names on them, or if someone sends something like this, I tend to make a box or put it into a basket or a box and keep it all together, because it just makes it so much easier to remember where they come from. And I know that's not always possible, especially if you want to work really efficiently, because sometimes putting things away by colour would probably be an easier option. And myself, I would love to be able to do that. But the only thing is, it makes me kind of a bit sad that I wouldn't probably remember who sent me what. So I don't do that just yet. Maybe one day I will. Maybe. So I might actually decorate this box up with some of these lovely things and keep them in there, because there's a bit too much in here to put in my basket that I have. Some of the things might go in there, so that's what I might do. I might decorate this box up and I'll come back and show you how I've used some of these lovely things that Irene sent. Irene, that was really kind of you to send those for me. I do appreciate it. It is lovely to know that we have a store here in Australia for us ladies down under, but obviously the store's open for everyone internationally. And that beautiful flower, isn't that lovely? I wonder, see, I could use that on top of the box, although I do tend not to make boxes too bulky on top, simply because I have very little room. So I do tend to stack things on top of one another. But this is a small box I've recently painted up, and that sits right on top of a stack. And look, see, that would, with a bit of ruffled lace and things, that would actually fit nicely on top of that. And because it's at the top of the stack, I could probably do that too. So I'll have a little bit of a think, and I'll make something and come back and show you. Okay, thank you for joining me, everybody, today. And Irene, thank you so much for that. That's very kind and generous of you. Do pay a visit to Irene's YouTube channel. I will put a link down below, and her Zibbet store. Yeah, I'm pretty sure she has some sort of a sale on at the moment, and she's got a subscriber giveaway challenge of a book page. I'll have to have a little look into that, because I was going to try and enter it myself. So okay, everybody, thank you so much for joining me. Take care. Bye.